What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the off-season late model series. Here on Speed, we're getting ready to kick things off at Berlin Raceway for what is usually one of the more exciting races on the schedule. Cole Perns won at Jefferson at the Peach State Speedway, Gresham Motorsports Park, whatever you want to call it. Now starts on pole here for Berlin. Up north in Michigan, green flag is waving. We're racing. And trouble already. Big crash. Multiple cars off the racetrack and into the grass. Matt Box, who just got back to the series after a horrible crash last year, where he also went flying out into the trees, just got a new car. That car went flipping and rolling bad. He gets spun in that melee. This track not very kind to Box here. Let's see what happened down on the inside. Kyle Busch right behind him. They were just trying to avoid. It went down on the apron and there was no space for him to merge back up. Wayne Smith you see sliding off into the grass. Luckily, all cars keep it upright this time. 97 Chris Duncan. Mark Gibson got a piece. You see, I believe that, yeah, there's Wayne Smith. The 24 went up the racetrack down into turn one. Just all stacking up. Jesus Hernandez got turned sideways. They're trying to save it. And then they just eventually go around. There's Kelly Moore off the track. Who's that right there? Eddie McDonald in the 71. A lot of heavy hitters involved in this one. And then some guys getting lost out there trying to find their way back out onto the racetrack. They'll get it. They'll get it right eventually. We're getting ready to go green again. Dion Verhoeven, remember last year that same race where Matt Blocks went rolling into the trees. Verhoeven and Mack were battling for the lead, and they got together, taking both of them out of contention to win. Verhoeven looking for redemption here today, but he's going to have to fight Cole Pern, who clears him off turn number 2. And out in front, trying to open up a pretty good gap. Out of turn 4, Pern leads. Verhoeven and Rowe side by side for P2. Ben Rowe on the inside. Look at the 74 of Jarrett Johnson looking low. Up the track goes Rowe. Here comes Johnson inside, trying to take advantage, taking them 3 wide for second place. Jarrett Johnson no longer wants to be overshadowed by his older brother. Or younger brother, rather. And Jarrett beating and banging, door slamming with these two, but he's going to make it work. 3 wide, he's up to second. Caution is out. We had another crash. Big damage for Matt Box. And he found himself outside the racetrack trying to get back on as he got spun around back. Oh no! Does he hit the tire barrier? No, doesn't. But this track, man, he did get into it. Not hard though, but this track has not been nice to him. And I'm assuming he's stuck outside. There's no caution. He's trying to get back out there before he loses too much ground. Says, excuse me. Oh, cut the cameras. And just launches himself skyward there. Some kind of embankment protecting the safety crews, and that's exactly what he hit. I know it looked like he hit the crowd. That was an optical illusion, since cars are not supposed to be back there. That's just where he ended up. Here we go. The green flag is back in the air. A bit of a messy restart. Cole Pern on the outside instead of the inside. The lineup was all messed up, and the caution's out again, and they're wrecking already under the yellow. As race control did not like what they were seeing there, tried to bunch them back up before they went anywhere. Unfortunately, the flag man already had the green flag in his hands as they decided hold on to the caution flag, and that immediate stoppage there just caught a lot of guys out, and around goes multiple cars, including Jarrett Johnson. Wow, wacky restart there. Let's try this again here. Looks like they'll line up properly this time. Cole Pern down on the inside where he was meant to be. That last restart, green flag waves yet again. It wasn't just Cole Pern. There were some drivers further back, 3 wide, that I saw. We're rolling through 3 and 4. Pern out in front. So Cole Pern gets clear to the lead. We are past halfway in this one, and there's some hard racing taking place behind these guys throughout all of the field. Big slide up the racetrack for the 67. I think Jeff Bultz clipped the apron, slides up the racetrack. Here comes Chris Mack taking advantage, crossing over, back underneath the 67 car. 3 wide just ahead of these guys. Adam Bates on the bottom, 3 wide behind as well. Hard racing all throughout the field. Bates is going to clear the 54 of Cassius Clark up on the high side, loses 2 spots there, trying to cut back underneath the 4 and at least regain 1 spot. Further back, look at the 71 slipping up the racetrack yet again. They're going to go 3 wide here. The 24 on is inside of Mike Rowe. Scott Alexander falls back. Mark Gibson staying just ahead of this group. But now he's going to be under fire. Hard racing all throughout the field. That's what you come to expect here in Berlin. And while I really don't have any details to share on the next schedule for the next off-season, I do believe they are going to look at regionalizing the series each season and just going to specific regions of the United States rather than doing all this traveling, just to keep things a little simpler. Not as far of a distance to drive from Georgia to Michigan between races 2 and 3. It's just logistically a lot better for these guys, and some of these guys with smaller budgets than you see the bigger MG Cup teams, so it'll just work out a lot better for them. So I believe they're going to think about going mostly up north or down south, either a southeast thing or a mostly north thing. But either way, the season will still end at Daytona, no matter what. That'll be the only big travel. The only logistical nightmare for these crews is ending off the season at Daytona and at Five Flags, by the way. Five Flags also. There's going to be 2 races in Florida like normal, even if they are up north, or heck, even if they're out west. But Cole Pern continues to lead, hard battling further back. This one's for P8. It's the 67 finally gets back by the 97 to Chris Mack, sliding up the racetrack, trying to cover that top side. Locked the momentum, couldn't quite. Tried to clear him there. Let's see if he tries it again here through 1 and 2. Not quite. Mack this time able to pinch him down. Gets a great run on corner exit. Pulls out ahead and looks like he might clear him off turn number 4. It's going to be tight. Very close. He does finally clear him. That time through 1 and 2 there. Fighting hard on the high side. Look at the 35 of Derek Ranstrom with the 24 right on his rear bumper. Almost turned him sideways. Mike Rowe wasting little time getting underneath that 35 car. I doubt Ramstrom's going to be happy with that. And he was unable to make the move work. So now he's going to have to go back to the drawing board because I know he's not going to make it easy for him after that. Mark Gibson back here fighting hard with Scott Alexander. It'll be the white flag this time by for Cole Pern. 1 lap to go here in Michigan. And through 3 and 4 for the final time, Cole Pern is going to win at Berlin. Watching the rest of the field come through. That was a hard-fought race through and through. But that will do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. And I hope to see y'all next time. Till then, peace.